Now we're out in Barrie, Ontario, facing off against the Sharks. Morris on the draw. Montang and Cole on the wings. Fruit on the point with Massimiliano. Puck is dropped. Back for Bellemas. Chips it up for Michaela Cole. Fires that on net. Boy sends that in the corner. Izzy's after it. Barrie chips it up out of the zone. Rowan Fruit picks it up. Fruit chips it up the neutral zone. Puck's in front. Whistle goes. Parsanti hangs onto the puck. Off the draw, it's in the corner. Belanger helping out. Puck comes across the other way. Belanger chips up the boards. Berkeley with some pressure at the blue line. That's kept in. Gibbs gets it out. That's going to be icing. 14 minutes to go in the first, 0-0. Sorry, guys. I'm always at the red line, so you guys got to listen to me. No, you're not on camera. Yeah. I'll let them know after. I'll give you guys can have the first intermission interview. Alia wins the draw back for Gibbs. She chips it up. Comes back for Barrie. They can't get a shot. Now they do get a shot. And it goes in. $13:56 to go in the first. Back in the Sudbury zone, more to JoJo. JoJo circles back. Double reverse, gets up to Carrington. Carrington up for Bella Perry. She takes it into the zone. Gets a shot, glove save. And off the draw, comes around the boards. Barrie picks it up. Gets on with it, but Moore fires it back in the zone. Carrington gets there. She got some pressure. It's from Bella Perry. Comes into the corner, picked up by Barrie. Keeps it in, throws it towards the net. Chips it out of the zone. That's from Mason. 13 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 for the Sharks. Shot goes wide. Montang gets the rebound. It goes behind the net. Cole gets a piece of it. Morris after it. Comes up the side. Bellemas keeps it in. Ryan Morris gets the loose puck. Sends it by Izzy. She puts that in front. Picked up by Barrie. Cole battles. Barrie chips up center. Fruit keeps it in. It's at the blue line. It comes out. Barrie chips it back for Bellemas. She hands it off to Rowan Fruit. Fruit goes for a little skate. Gets over the red line. In the Barrie zone. Good battle going on. Puck is loose. Barrie sends that cross ice. Bellemas Milano's after it. She's got some pressure. She gets the puck. For Michaela Cole. She dumps it in the zone just before the red line. Icing called. 12 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 for the Sharks. Comes back for Judd off the draw. She gets that for Gibbs. Gibbs up for Patura. Berkeley chips it up. Dahlia gets it out of the zone. Sharks get it back in the neutral zone. Re-enter. Go wide into the corner. Judd ties up. Puck's back for Gation. Gation gets it out for Dahlia. Dahlia through the neutral zone. Chips it up. Funny bounce, and it's back for Gibbs. Gibbs for Kalen. Kalen back for Gibbs. Off the boards. And then Gibbs sends it deep in the zone. Battle in the corner with Berkeley and a couple Sharks. Gibbs pinches to keep it in. Dahlia gets a loose puck out front. Bounces back for Gibbs. Her shot through traffic gets deflected away. Pressure. Judd keeps it in. Just got a battle at the boards. Support. And a nice work from Perry. Keeps it in the zone. She gets a shot. Another glove save. Uh, 11 minutes to go in the first. It's almost exactly 1 minute shifts lately. Now JoJo to Carrington. Carrington to Bella P. Paris helping her out. Sharks send up the side. Morsey keeps it in with some help from Carrington. Emma keeps the battle going. Puck comes back for Carrington. She skates it across, fires it down low. Perry's on it. Bella Perry tries to get that in front. Barrie gets it back though. In comes Perry, back for JoJo, across for Emma Moore. She gets the red line, fires it in. Pressure, comes back for Bella Perry. Her shot off to Bella, it's loose. Michaela Paris with the rebound. 1-1 game. Oh no. They got a team Sally going on. Okay. We got a 2-minute sportsmanlike penalty. That's fine. We're in Barrie, so it's going to happen. (1-1) Barrie on the power play now. Back for Bella Mass. She goes behind the net with it. Chips it into the corner. Barrie tries to get that around. Frood stops her. 10 minutes to go in the first. 1-1. Shot from the point. Save. Rebounds loose. Barsanti hangs on to it. Ref, no hurry to blow the whistle. Timekeeper wants some clarification. Even she's surprised by the penalty. All right, 10 minutes to go in the first. 1-1. Frood sends it behind the net for Bella Mass. She chips that up. Barrie deflects it in the corner. Barrie's behind the net. Up the boards. Shot. Deflected by Bella Mass. Saved by Barsanti. Rebound goes behind the net. Barrie has it. They come around the side. Pass out front. Can't get that on net. They get it back in the corner. Send it behind the net. In comes Rowan Frood. She steals the puck and fires it high over everyone's head down the ice. 1 minute to go in the penalty. 9:15 to go in the first. Barrie starts to break out. re-enters the Sudbury zone. Shot into the glove of Layla Barsant. There's the scoreboard for you. 9:06, 45 seconds in the penalty. Ones all around. All right, Barrie's kicked out of the draw. She tried to advance behind the linesman. There you go. Barrie gets the puck off the draw, but it's back for Judd, and she sends that all the way down. Berkeley Patura racing, gets there first, chips that around, keeps the pressure going, forces the play. It's back for Judd. She's got a second. She takes the time, hands it off to Gibbs, and then Gibbs fires that all the way down. She's going to bounce out front. Couture's going to get there first again. Fire it behind the net. Gation after it. She's there to keep it in. She's got a good battle going in the corner. Only 5 seconds going to the penalty. Gation out front with it. Knocked away by Barrie. And just like that, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Gation, good battle at center ice. Against support from Patura. Gation keeps the battle going. Berkeley still helping. It's in some feeds. Back now for Judd. She tries to get that across. Now she comes up the side with it into the zone. Driving the net. It's in the corner. Chips it over for Gation. She gets a shot. Oh, almost got top corner. Just misses. Gibbs keeps it in. The puck bounces past her. She gets a stick in the face in front of the ref. No call out in Barrie. Battle down low from Gation again. Barrie comes out with it. She was double teamed. In the neutral zone, Morsey steps up, chips it into the zone. There we go. Moore gets help from Perry. She kicks it in, but now Barrie sends it back up into the Sudbury zone. Gibbs after it behind the net. Chips it around the boards. Barrie's going to keep that in. Shot goes wide. Izzy gets the loose puck, chips it off the glass. Kept in by Barrie, goes behind the net. Gibbs is there. Fires it around the other way. That's going to be icing. Yeah, it's going to be icing. Yeah, 7 minutes left in the first period. Puck comes out off the draw. Izzy with some pressure, falls it into the zone. She gets the puck, hands it off to Moore. She gets a shot just wide. Moore is there to keep it in. She gets that to Michaela Cole. Morsey sends it deep now for Ryan Morris. Puck goes into the far corner. Morris gets squeezed off the puck. Puck comes up the other way. Barrie chips it up. That should be icing, but no, it's off a Sudbury player. Emma Moore gets there. Sends it behind the net for JoJo. JoJo up for Izzy. Back for JoJo. JoJo into the zone. Gets that towards the net. Around net. Hangs onto it. Puck comes around in the corner. Out on the side. Gation comes out with it. Gets a shot off the post. Rebound comes out front. It's knocked back for Rowan Fruit. Her shot hits a shin pad. Bella Mass keeps it in. Goes behind the net for Gation. She gets there. Puts it out front. Delage can't get a shot. Bunch of Sharks in the way. Now the Sharks send that out. Up center. Bella Mass gets it back. Chips it back into the Barrie territory. Barrie sends it back up in the neutral zone. Frood to Massimiliano. I think it's coming back to Frood. Nope. There it comes. Back to Frood. Frood gets that cross ice for Berkeley. Berkeley takes it through the neutral zone into Shark territory. fires a shot just wide of the net. Frood keeps it in, gets that. Oh, deflected by Belanger. Now Massimiliano keeps it in. Pressure from the Sharks. Support from Paris, but the puck comes out. Barrie through the neutral zone, gets it knocked away by Michaela. Gation in the mix. Frood stops her. Then Ella chips it to the blue line. It's kept in by Barrie. They get a shot blocked by Frood. And Rowan takes it behind the net, hands it off to Bellemas. Bellemas gets it up center, just out of the reach of Paris. That's 4:40 to go in the first. Comes back to the blue line. Barrie keeps it in the corner. Judd's got a battle going on. Keeps the battle going. Support from Bella Perry. Perry gets that to the blue line. Paris gets it out and hands it off to Palizade. Get that into the zone. Clear. Oh, just comes out of the zone. Addie gets a piece of it. Offside is called. 4:19 to go. Back into our zone. It's back now for JoJo. Comes all the way out. Sharks send it back in. JoJo gets it. Fires that on net. Unconventional. Around the boards. Kept in by Barrie. Their shot deflected in front. Emma Morris sends it away. Barrie gets another shot. This time, Layla gets a glove on it. It's loose. Layla hangs on to it. Way to protect the goalie out there. All day long. That's the call to make. Send them both to the box. Send a message. Good job from Izzy protecting the goalie after that slash. 5-on-5. And not going to lie, a little surprised about that call out in Barrie, so it's looking like the ref is getting a little more even now. Morsey fires that around. Cole keeps it in. JoJo helping her out. Comes back to the blue line. Shot fired. That's blocked by Morris. Puck goes in the corner. JoJo battles. Getting help from Michaela. Comes around now for Emma Moore. Sends that back behind the net. Sharks get there first. JoJo comes in. Puck comes across. Now back for Morris. Up for Moore. Whistle goes. Yeah, exactly 3 minutes to go in the first. It's like the fifth time it stopped exactly on the minute. And when it's tied up at center, it comes back for Frood. Frood chips it up. Paris gets a piece of it. Back for Frood now. She goes behind the net. Sharks pick it up. Comes out front. Chipped away by Bellemas. Sharks keep it in there. Shot goes behind the net. On the sidewall, Gation ties up. In comes Belanger. Over for Paris now. Paris chips it out of the zone. Barrie goes D to D. Up the boards, and Dahlia's there. Chips it in. Behind the net. Barrie working at it. Chips it up. Throwing through, gets it back at the red line, skates it in. Chipped out by Barrie, but good back check from Michaela Paris. Gets it up for Dahlia. Dahlia into the zone with it. Slap shot blocked by Barrie. Dahlia gets a puck behind the net. Into the corner now. She's got some pressure. Barrie sends it behind the net. Gibbs pinching in for it. She gets a piece of it, but it comes out. Berkeley's back for it. Berkeley for Belamass. Chips that up out of the zone. Off a Barrie player, isolated off. In comes Bella. Barrie fires a shot. Really makes the save. Rebounds loose. Goes in the corner. Carrington falls out there. Carrington gets flipped over. No call. So I guess so much for being even in Barrie. Now Perry at the red line, takes it back for Sudbury, brings it in the zone. The shot goes high. Berkeley gets it behind the net, sends it behind the net for Carrington. Carrington in front for Bella, blocked by the goalie. Chipped away by Barrie. They fire that all the way down, won't make it though. Gibbs gets it back, chips it up for Berkeley. It's back for Gibbs. Gibbs up center for Bella Perry. Can't get a handle on it. It's knocked back for Kalen now. Kalen comes up the red line, chips it up in the Barrie zone. Barrie sends it D to D. Up center. Gibbs on that. Gets into the zone. Morris picks it up behind the net. Hands it off for Kalen. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Carrington going for a skate. Carrington into the zone. It's a shot. Interference coming up to Barrie. Good move from Carrington to keep her feet moving. Interference. 21 seconds to go in the first 2-minute power play for Sudbury. All right, I think I'll give this ref a break. Inconsistent, but he's doing all right. We're getting some calls, which is a little surprising out of town. We're doing better than when we were in Sudbury, so. All right, back to the red line. JoJo chips it up. Picked up by Izzy. Izzy through the neutral zone, carries it in over the blue. Gets it towards the net. Got some pressure. What call would you want there? Shot fired, and that's the buzzer. 1-1 after one. All right, second period action, 15 minutes to go. A minute and a half now in the power play. JoJo takes it into the zone. Into the corner, behind the net. In the far corner, gets that over for Berkeley. Berkeley in front. One-timer from Gation goes into the corner. Belanger tries to keep that in, gets some help from JoJo. Back for Morrissey. She takes it into the zone. gets a shot that's deflected wide. Berkeley puts it back in front. Gation after it. She's tied up. She's going to get some help from Burke. Gation comes out with it. Pass out front for Belanger. Her shot. The save. She gets crushed in front. Emma Moore keeps it in. Behind the net. Barrie chips it up and fires it all the way down. Moore to Adjuse. Back in the zone. Emma with it now. Emma to Dahlia. Stuck in her feet. She picks it up. Circles back. Jones gets the loose puck now. She's going first skate. Chips it up for Gation. It goes into the zone. Puck comes over the blue. We're back to 5-on-5. Frood to Massimiliano. We get that up for Gation. And back for Bella Mass. Rowan Frood. Chips it up. Loose puck. And Paris gets it into the zone. Gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Puck goes in the corner. Perry's there to keep it in. Her shot held onto by the goalie. .12:47 to go in the second. 1-1. All right. Puck gets dropped finally. Frood pinches in, sends it behind the net. Around the other side, Belamass keeps it in. Belamass gets the puck back for Bella Perry. Bella Perry gets a shot. Glove save. That's a third one. Twelve and a half minutes to go in the second. Carrington sends it back for Belamass. Comes over the blue for Barrie. Stops her at the ringette line. In the corner, Belamass gets there, reverses. Hands it off for Carrington. Carrington skates it up. It's over the red. Over the blue. Sends it down low for Paris. Paris back for Judd. Judd gets a shot. Goalie gets a stick on that. Gibbs comes in to keep it in the zone. Get some help from Bella Perry. Nice battle from Perry, and Paris is there to help out. Puck comes up the sidewall. Barrie chips it up and out. That's going to be icing. Oh, shot from Cole, saved by the goalie. Judd keeps that in, fires it towards the net. It bounces. The goalie hangs onto that. In the corner, Montaigne keeps it in the zone. Pressure from Morris. Now comes up the side. Izzy stops her at the red line. Nice battle. Comes out. Addie stops her. Then in comes Izzy. Now it's back for Kaylin. She takes a look, bounces it off the boards, and Izzy picks it up. Izzy back into the Shark territory. Gets hooked and hauled down. No call on that easy call there. I guess Izzy's just a bad skater. She's not a bad skater. Barrie chips it out off the draw. Zone shot block from JoJo. Belanger fires up the boards. Barrie keeps it in. Morsey battles from Dahlia. JoJo ties up. Held on to by Barcia. We're on the boards. Geisha chips it up. Barrie keeps it in. Comes back into the corner. Barrie takes it behind the net. On the side now, Berkeley gets a piece of it. Barrie gets it back. They fire a shot deflected by JoJo. Geisha on the sidewall chips it up. Now Geisha gets it back, fires it up center for Berkeley. Berkeley takes it into the Shark zone. Chips it down low. Now JoJo pinches in, keeps it in the corner. Barrie, though, chips it up center. Geisha gets a piece of it, slows her down. 1-on-1 for Emma Moore. She stops her. Geisha picks up. Nope, Emma Moore gets loose puck. She chips that out of the zone. Won't be icing. Barrie picks it back up in their zone. They fire it up center. Morsey gets a piece of it, but gets into the zone. Belamass keeps her away. Morsey knocks it up the boards. Shot from the blue line, glove save. Draw Belamass to Rowan Frood. Now for Carrington. Carrington chips it up. Barrie sends it back in the zone. Frood gets there. Behind the net for Belamass. Bella gets it to Bella Perry. Perry across for Carrington. Carrington into the zone. Chips that towards the net. Gets a piece of it behind the net. Ties up. Paris helping her out. In comes Frood. She keeps that in the zone. Carrington behind the net, working at it. She's tied up. Getting help from Paris. And Frood again, nice pinch, keeps that in the zone, but Barrie gets it out on the second effort. Belamass gets it back for the Wolves. Chips it up center for Frood. Frood to Perry. She's going to go for a skate into the zone. Her shot, glove save. I feel like I've said that once or twice before. 8:11 to go in the second. Puck comes back for Kaylin. She fires a shot, hits a skate in front, goes in the corner. Barrie chips it up center. Into the zone. There we go. Cole and Judd keep it outside. Gibbs gets the puck. Gibbs comes up the side, chips it out of the zone. Barrie sends it back in. They're back on side. Gibbs has it behind the net. She chips it up for Izzy. Bounces away from her. Barrie gets a shot. Judd blocks that. Goes into the corner. She gets that around for Gibbs. Gibbs going for a little skate. And send it across ice for Cole. Just out of her reach. Barrie chips it back in the zone. Gibbs is back in for Sudbury. She gets it to Izzy. Izzy over for Morris. Morris over the red line. Now into Barrie territory. She finds Michaela Cole. She puts that deep in the zone. Izzy keeps it in, but Barrie picks it up and heads out with it. Back check from Izzy, slowing him down. Judd stopping her. Judd stick knocked out of her hands. She gets it. So linesman keeps having little chats with Layla. Morrissey gets the puck off the draw, chips it up the boards. Berkeley gets there. She's tied up. Emma helping her out. 6.5 minutes to go in the second. Puck comes around. Barrie keeps it in. Shot from Dahlia, blocked. Now she's off for the races. She gets into the zone. Hands it off to Berkeley. Now back for Emma Moore. Her shot just wide of the net. JoJo hustles in, keeps it in, puts that in front. Dahlia's shot deflected away. Berkeley sends it back for Emma Moore. Morrissey's shot, just wide again. JoJo coming in, keeping it in the corner. Puck comes up the side. Barrie starts to break out with it. Back check from Berkeley, and Belanger gets the puck back. Now Emma Moore working at it. Over for JoJo. Up for Gation into the zone. Barrie sends it out. And they re-enter Sudbury territory. Barrie picks it up. It's hooked along the way. Still a nice hook. No call. Iced and waved off. 5.5 minutes to go in the second. 1-1 game. Berkeley ties up. Perry helps her out. Burke comes out with it. Gets a shot. Glove save. Puck comes out. 2-on-1 the other way for Barrie. They pass it over. Can't connect on the pass. Now Bellamass intercepts the other pass. It goes behind the net. Fruit ties up. Puck is loose. Perry's on it now. Puck goes behind the net. Massimiliano gets there in the corner. Gets some help from Carrington. Carrington gets it out of the zone. Up for Michaela Paris. Referee in the way. That's going to happen sometimes. Fast game. Paris sends it in the zone. Carrington and Bella Perry keep it in. Now we're going to get a penalty for God knows what. Probably a slash. Six on 5 while we wait for us to touch the puck. There we go. We touch it. Whistle goes. We're going to get a slash. Even though the girl did the exact same thing to Kaylin in the other corner. All right. 4 minutes to go in the second. Barrie gets a shot blocked by Kaylin. Puck comes back to the blue line. Nice work from Izzy. Gets that out. She got the battle going. And then she sends it up for Ryan Morris. She gets to the blue line. It goes deep in the zone. Izzy with some pressure. There you go. Nice battle from Izzy. Izzy comes out with the puck. Pins it on the boards. She's triple teamed. Barrie finally comes out with it. 25 seconds gone in the power play. Now Morris slows it down at the blue line. Getting some help from Long Tang. Ref was watching it offside there. Trying not to get hit. Battle on the sidewall comes back to the blue line. Shot. Loose in front. Now Ryan Morris clears the rebound out. 1 minute gone from the penalty. Icing from Ricky. All right, 45 seconds to go on our penalty. Barrie's starting to break up to the neutral zone. Michaela Cole stops her in front of the blue line. She's got a good battle going on there. There we go. Nice battle from Cole. In comes Belanger now, and then JoJo fires that down. High stick. He waves off the high stick. Wow. All right, Cole chips it up through the neutral zone. Ref missed it because he was diving away from the puck. Goes behind the net for JoJo. She fires the boards and out of the zone. At the red line, Barrie sends it into the zone. Back for Emma Moore. She fires that over the blue line. Now Michaela Cole. Up for Dahlia Belanger. She gets crushed. They're finally going to call that one. Body contact. So 2 minutes to go in the second. Power play coming up for Sudbury. Puck gets sent out of bounds. We'll get a face-off right back where it was. Good hustle from Shannon LaFortune to get that puck back. LaFrance, Shannon LaFrance. I get my Shannons mixed up. All right. Gation to Belanger. Gets deflected away from Massimiliano. Bella for Dahlia. She puts that out front. It bounces over sticks. Rowan Frood comes in, picks up the loose puck. Reverses in the corner, sends it back to Gation, who's covering for her. Gation across the blue line gets a shot. That's blocked in front by... Anyways, the puck comes out in the neutral zone. Frood picks it up. Frood for Belamass. Belamass cross... Oh. No pressure. Chips up the boards. Shot fired. Saved by Barsanti. $1:10 to go in our power play. Carrington picks up the puck off the draw. Gets it into the neutral zone. Help from Bella Barrie. Send it back for Kalen. Kalen fires it cross ice. Barrie sends it back for Addie. Addie up the boards. Picked up by Carrington. Carrington gets it back. Comes up the side. Barrie picks it up. Fires it up for Kalen. Kalen coming into the zone with it. Behind the net. Around. She finds Gibbs at the blue line. Gibbs gets a shot. That's blocked. Gibbs gets her own rebound. Sends it back for Kalen. Kalen back for Addie. Addie gets a nice shot off the goalie. Rebound picked up by Carrington. She cuts behind the net. Gets over for Perry. Perry to Paris. She gets a shot. That's saved. Rebounds loose. Perry. Kaise gets a shot. Save is made. 9.8 seconds to go in the second. Carrington chips it into the corner. Sends it over for Perry. Can't connect. Addie's after it, but that's going to be the end of the second. I'll leave it running. You guys can watch the Zamboni resurface the ice with their electric Zamboni. We're back in third period action. Right back in the Barrie zone. JoJo's there keeping in. Barrie though chips it up center now. 1-on-1 for Emma Moore. Morsey blocks the shot. Izzy gets the rebound. Chips that out of the zone. Izzy through the neutral zone. Gets into Barrie territory. Out from Morris now. JoJo gets it back in the neutral zone. Chips it in after the red line. A chip and change. Out comes 5 new skaters. Dahlia, Berkeley, and Ella up front. Rowan and Bella on the point. Rowan gets the puck back in our zone. Double reverse. Come up the side with it. Behind the net. Barrie picks up the puck. Bella Mass keeping her outside. Now Barrie at the blue line sends it down low. Bella chips it up. Barrie gets it back, but in comes Dahlia. She blocks that pass. And Berkeley sends it into the Barrie territory. Barrie tries to come up the wall. Dahlia stops her. Berkeley gets loose puck. Her shot off the back of Gation. Gibbs keeps it in the zone. Around the other way, Belanger with some pressure. Massimiliano kicks it in, but it comes back out. Dahlia up center for Gaish. Gaish gets the puck under control, takes it into the zone. Into the corner, she's tied up. Dahlia helping her out. So Gaish reverses, comes out front. Just couldn't get the shot on net. Barrie sends it up center. Judge there to keep it in. Driving the nets. Loose puck picked up by Barrie. Barrie dumps it in the zone, nice and waved off. Gibbs gets there first. Gibbs sends it cross ice for Berkeley. Berkeley up to the neutral zone, over the blue line. Fires that in the corner. Bella Perry's there. Perry's shot blocked. She gets that behind the net for Carrington. It's knocked away though by Barrie. They try to come up center. They do. Ice and waved off. Judd comes back for it. Uses her body, protects the puck, sends it up for Addie. Addie for Carrington. It's at the blue line, it's kept in. Gibbs is there to help out. Now in the corner, Judd coming in. She gets there, chips up for Carrington. Carrington working at it. It's kept in at the blue line. Back for Judd again. Cross ice for Paris now. Paris coming for a skate. Gets it into the zone. Her shot just a little wide. Perry gets the rebound. Barrie gets it back in the mix. JoJo keeps it in. Perry sends it deep in the zone. Paris behind the net battles. Comes up for Barrie though, and they head out with it. Emma Moore fires it back in the zone. Now we're back on the side. Barrie coming up to the neutral zone. Paris slows her down, and Carrington sends it cross ice for Morsey. Emma Moore reverses, hands it off to JoJo. JoJo for Izzy. Gets up to the neutral zone, comes back for JoJo. JoJo backhand passes up to Cole. Cole takes it in the zone, fires a shot, deflected high over the net. Izzy after in the corner, getting support from Morris. Puck comes back for JoJo. She gets a shot deflected in front. Rebound from Morris is held on to. .43 to go in a 1-1 game. Keep the puck in the zone, but then Barrie gets it out into neutral zone. Get it into Sudbury territory off one of our players. Emma Moore sends it behind the net. JoJo picks it up in the corner, chips it out of the zone. Off a Barrie player, nice and waved off. Even on the close calls, the linesmen have been very consistent on waving off all the icing. Referee could use a little more consistency, but all in all, it's doing all right. Barrie gets it back in our zone. Frood battles behind the net. Now she gets some help. Comes up the side. Barrie keeps it in. Cole sends it back in the corner. Around the other way, Barrie gets it in the corner. Sends it back to the blue line. Blue line sends it in. Morris blocks the shot. And Frood helping out. Barrie gets it behind the net. Pressure. And Belamass comes out with it. Belamass chips it up center. Barrie sends it back to Bella. Bella sends it back up center. Gets some help. And Dahlia gets it. Dahlia through the neutral zone, chips it up. They're going to call icing on that one. Shot blocked. Gibbs gets the rebound. Now back in the corner. Dredge chips it up the boards. Out of the zone. Barrie gets it at the red line. Goes out of bounds. We get a face off in front of the Barrie bench. Off the draw. Dredge chips it into the zone. And just less than 9 minutes to go in regulation. Oh. Sharks get it out. Gation gets it back for Sudbury. Gets some help from Kalen. Back for Ella. And then Barrie takes it into the zone. Can't get a shot on net. Belanger, nice play behind the net. Gets it over for Gibbs. Gibbs battles. Chips it out of the zone. Nice to waved off a Barrie player. Berkeley battles after it. She gets there. She's tied up. Keeps the battle going, though. Here comes Perry to help her out. 3-on-2 for Barrie in the corner. Whistle goes. We got a face off in the Barrie zone. Works out for us. 8:12 to go. Quick change. get to do this all over again at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Same place, same teams.